So I'd like to welcome the next presenter to the stage to show off the app called Mighty Decider. This is Doc Popular. Welcome, Doc.
Hey. Hey, what's up?
Howdy.
Hey, how are you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
Hanging in there. So what's Mighty Decider all about?
The Mighty Decider is an app that we made to help you come up with, to help you find decisions for pretty much anything. Basically, we took some classic decision games, and it kind of started off, to be honest, as kind of a joke. Like, wouldn't it be awesome to take an iPhone and put like a flip the coin app on it? But then we started to actually find ourselves in a bar with no coins and an iPhone. Obviously, you never go anywhere without your iPhone. So that's how the app started. But early in the process of creating it, we actually heard from a BBC TV show called The Mighty Boosh. Have you heard of them?
No.
The Mighty Boosh are this really strange kind of Flight of the Conchords, Monty Python kind of a sketch comedy group. And they have all these really bizarre characters. They had three seasons on the BBC, and they're working on something big now, like a movie. And early on, while we were working on our app, we heard from these guys, and they actually saw one of the characters we had sort of looked like one of theirs, and there was this really easy crossover for us to take something that was sort of tongue-in-cheek decision-making with a bit of practical touch to it, and then add really cool visuals and really funny characters from their guys. So actually, I could have them demonstrate the app for you. So what you're going to see is actually the intro video to the app that has the two main characters from the Mighty Boosh show, and one of these is actually the guy who did most of the paintings in the app itself.
Hopefully it comes up.
The Mighty Boosh. The Mighty Boosh.
Hi, my name's Howard Moon.
And I'm Vince Noir. Welcome to the Mighty Decider.
Where you can decide
Things.
as and when you need to.
What is the Mighty Decider, Howard?
It's an incredible way of deciding about things.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a decision maker.
Someone comes at you with an option. You have a quick way of finding out which way you want to go.
Really?
If I'm up, in the high registers playing a C sharp, do I want to go to an F flat, or do I want to go to an E minor speckled fourth? And I'll just consult the app.
That's going to slow improvisation down a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah,
But we could record it and then speed up and take the gaps out. Seems complicated, but it's very simple. So for me, if I was in a shop and there was a gold hat and a silver hat, this device would help me decide.
that's right.
Wow. People don't even have to make decisions in the future. That is so cool. There's no time for decisions. We'll just be dancing and wearing funny outfits.
So that's the intro to the game, and if I can get the Elmo, I'll do a little demo of some of the games themselves.
Yep.
And that looks good. So what we have right now is 4 basic games, and each game is sort of a minor character from the Mighty Boosh. Instead of using the 2 main guys all the time, we thought it'd be fun to take some of the more obscure characters. One of my favorites is the Crack Fox, and I don't know if we have audio.
I'm a funny man.
There we go. So this is an urban fox named Crack Fox who helps you flip the coin. And this is just one of the characters from their show. And it's pretty easy to do. You just...
Call it.
So this would be good if you want to say, like, heads, you pay for dinner, tails, I pay for dinner.
Tails.
Tails, so...
Yes, indeedy. Lose.
Yeah.
So,
I pay for dinner.
And in here we have like all sorts of like our main thing. What we want to do with kind of all of our games is have this kind of hand-painted look to it. And this background actually was painted with watercolors on index card, and you can see the brush strokes in the app, which is pretty cool. And we have our main characters here giving information throughout the game.
What?
So I'll show you another one of our.
Wow.
So flip the coin, according to our analytics, gets the most usage. I think it's the most practical of anything we have. But one of the most popular characters is Naboo, who we have sort of a fortune teller. So this is Naboo, who has a striking resemblance to Michael Jackson, but that's not not on purpose. And so with this guy, you can just touch him. And it'll give you a fortune.
I foresee a great rucksack mix-up on the tube. When you get home to put your glasses on, you'll find an old lady's scarf.
Not always the most useful thing, but that's sort of what comes along with it, is when they randomly tell you not to eat brownies or something. Yeah, and actually this is Dale's scene. This is we have a lot of humor in the game itself, but we also have a lot of Easter eggs.
Look, will you stop shaking me? Look, that's enough, all right? You've made me very angry. I'm going to have to turn my back on you.
So you can actually anger Naboo, and he won't do anything until you come back in like 30 seconds or 60 seconds, I think. So each of these guys have we have at least one Easter egg in every one of these things, and we wanted to kind of create something that would keep people who like the show kind of playing with their phone rather than playing with the screen or whatever, like actually trying to figure out weird things. But also, I mean, our main focus was not really to do something for the fans. It was really to do something to help you come up with decisions.
Very cool. How much does the app cost?
The app is $1.99.
And it's out now?
Yeah, the app is out now. We had a really good week in Australia and the UK at number 3 in entertainment. And right now things are kind of leveling off, and we're kind of, we're going to stay probably no big updates until later in the year after we're done working on our next app. And then we're hoping to update. We have 3 other games and a couple other Easter eggs and more voices to add. So we're hoping to kind of keep it filling and growing as we work.
So we're almost out of town, but once again, we're live streaming this at appshowcase.tv, and one of the questions from the chat on the live stream is, how involved were the Boosh guys with development?
So the Boosh guys were actually, mostly we worked with Noel, who is the long-haired kind of rock star of the group. And he did a lot of the painting for this. Like, we would send him a list of, we need Crack Fox saying yes 10 times, and Crack Fox saying no 10 times, and different things like that. And basically they took that list and kind of ignored it and just improvised, and ended up, giving us kind of affirmative or negative things, but they really kind of ignored any specific stuff and just gave us things that were really true to what they wanted to do. And we also asked for the body parts kind of drawn separate so we can animate them. So all the foreground characters were drawn by Noel and his team. Like, there's other people that they work on animations with. So they were really involved, but for the most part, the game itself was ours. Like, the product was never something that they were telling us what to do, but they wouldn't let us tell them what to do either. It was a very collaborative thing.
Very cool. How do we find it in the App Store? What do we search for?
Search for the Mighty Decider.
Okay.
Right on.
And thank you very much for coming up.
Yeah, thanks, Rob.
Yeah.